Monuments are more than stone and timber. They are the dreams and beliefs of civilization made visible. Across the globe, empires rose and left behind sanctuaries, palaces, temples, arenas, and pagodas that reveal how people understood the divine, the political, and the cosmic order. From the soaring Bacan of Angkor Wat to the tranquil island castle of Trakai, from Javanese temples dedicated to Tara to the Colosseum of Rome, and the ancient Songyu Pagoda of China, each wonder tells a story of ambition, devotion, and human ingenuity. In exploring these remarkable structures, we will step into the minds of those who built them, witnessing the civilizations that shaped history and the legacies that continue to echo through stone, water, and sky. Let's wallow. Rising from the heart of Angkor Wat, the Bagan, its highest sanctuary, embodies the spiritual summit of the Khmer Empire. Nestled atop the temple's third tier, this elevated shrine was conceived as Mount Meru itself, the cosmic axis where gods reside and where divine order descends into the mortal world. For the builders of the 12th century under King Suyavarman II, the Bagan was not simply the architectural pinnacle of Angkor Wat, it was the sacred chamber in which heaven touched the earthly realm. Access to the Bagan was deliberately difficult. Steep stairways, nearly vertical in places, forced pilgrims to ascend with humility, echoing the metaphysical challenges of approaching the divine. Once at the summit, visitors enter a cruciform sanctuary surrounded by galleries, each passageway carved with asparas, devatas, and intricate motifs that reflected both the cosmic harmony and the royal authority the temple symbolized. This was a world reserved for the highest-ranking priests and the king himself, an intimate, exclusive space of ritual, power, and celestial presence. The Bagan Central Tower, which rises above the sanctuary, forms the apex of the complex. Its lotus bud silhouette not only marks the spiritual center of the temple, but anchors the entire architectural composition. While the broader temple complex depicts vast mythological cycles, from the churning of the ocean milk to the epic battles of Devas and Asuras, the Bagan represents the still point around which all of these narratives revolve. Today, the Bagan stands as a testament to Khmer ambition, a sanctuary where architecture met theology, and where the spiritual soul of an empire was laid down in stone. The island castle of Trakai rises like a vision from Lithuania's medieval past, a fortress palace shaped by diplomacy, warfare, and the shifting borders of Eastern Europe. Begun in the late 14th century under Grand Duke Kęstutis and completed by his son Vytautas the Great, the castle served not only as a military stronghold, but as a political stage where Lithuania asserted its power during one of the most turbulent periods in its history. Approached by a wooden bridge, the palace emerges from red brick and stone, its towers and curtain walls reflecting the influence of Western Gothic forms adapted to Baltic craftsmanship. Within its courtyard, narrow stairways, arched galleries, and timber balconies reveal a structure designed for both defense and ceremonial life. Here, Vytautas received envoys from the Teutonic Order, ambassadors from distant courts, and the nobles who shaped the Grand Duchy's destiny. It was in Trakai that alliances were forged, truces negotiated, and the identity of medieval Lithuania strengthened. The palace's great hall served at its political heart, a space where feasts, councils, and diplomatic gatherings unfolded beneath high timbered ceilings. Yet, Trakai was a symbol of multiculturalism. The surrounding town became home to Karaims, a Turkic-speaking community invited by Vytautas to serve as bodyguards and administrators, adding linguistic and religious diversity to the region, whose presence remains part of Trakai's living heritage. Though warfare and neglect would scar the castle, centuries of restoration, particularly during the 20th century, revived much of its medieval form. Today, the palace stands not as simply as a reconstructed relic, but as a testament to Lithuania's endurance and cultural crossroads. I have always loved the AoE2 cutscenes, and some of them are simply works of art. So I'm excited to announce the AoH Histories Store, set up to celebrate some of the very best artworks from the campaigns, so you get to appreciate them wherever you are. Be it with hoodies or tees, our merch will allow you to embody the memories of some of the greatest characters, both men and women, that fill the pages of the campaigns. Yet my personal favorite are the mugs. Some will boost your morning coffee with tales of glory or defiance, others will calm your Earl Greys with stunning landscapes, whilst the screenshots from my other channel will keep you daydreaming until your next match. So go on, click the link below or follow the QR code on screen and grab your AoH of Histories merch, which by doing so you'll be directly supporting me in creating more amazing content for you. Now, back to the video. Rising from the plains of central Java, the Kalasan temple stands as one of the earliest surviving masterpieces of the Sailendra dynasty, where stone, devotion and royal ambition converged in the late 8th century. Kalasan is dedicated to Tara, the Buddhist bodhisattva of compassion, and was commissioned according to an inscription issued by King Panangarang. Though modest in size compared to the grand complexes that would follow, its elegance marks a pivotal moment in Java's sacred architecture. Kalasan's form is defined by graceful verticality. Its central shrine, once crowned with a towering roof now lost to time, rests upon a square base adorned with lavish carvings of divine figures, floral motifs, and celestial guardians. The temple's walls are coated with Vajra lepa, an ancient plaster of remarkable smoothness, suggesting that Kalasan was once radiant. These ornate details reveal the influence of North Indian Buddhist art, filtered through the creativity of Javanese craftsmen who blended foreign inspiration with local aesthetics. Within its chamber, a colossal statue of Tara is believed to have once stood. While the statue itself has long vanished, the interior still resonates with the quiet solemnity of a sanctuary meant for royal ritual and a monastic reverence. Kalasan was part of a broader sacred landscape, linked to nearby temples such as Sari and Seu, forming a constellation of Buddhist monuments that express the spiritual authority of the Sailendra court. Standing in silence amidst rice fields and village roads, Kalasan invites reflection on a kingdom whose spiritual vision still lingers to this day. Heart of the eternal city of Rome, the Colosseum rises as the most enduring symbol of the Roman Empire. an immense amphitheatre where architecture, power and spectacle converged on a monumental scale. Built in 80 AD under Emperor Titus, the Flavian amphitheatre was built not only as a gift to the people of Rome, but as a demonstration of imperial authority engineered to awe subjects and rivals alike. Encircled by tier upon tier of arches, columns and stairways, the Colosseum could once hold between 50 to 70,000 spectators. Its design was a triumph of Roman engineering. A complex system of vaults, corridors and numbered entrances allowed enormous crowds to enter and exit within minutes. Beneath the arena floor, the Hypogeum, an underground labyrinth of chambers, cages and mechanical lifts, enabled animals, scenery and even combatants to appear suddenly. Here gladiators fought for strength and honor, wild beasts from across the empire suffered in staged hunts, and elaborate reenactments brought Rome's military triumphs back to life. These events were more than entertainment. They reinforced the social hierarchy, rewarded loyalty, and displayed the might of emperors who used spectacle to bind a vast, diverse population together. Yet the Colosseum carried contradictions. It was built partly with the spoils of Roman conquest, most notably the wealth taken from Judea after the fall of Jerusalem. And while it celebrated imperial unity, it also revealed the brutality that underpinned Roman power. As centuries passed, earthquakes, neglect, and the quarrying of its stone reduced the Colosseum to the iconic ruin we know today. Still, its surviving walls speak with undeniable presence. The amphitheatre remains as a testament to Rome's engineering genius, its political theatrics, and its belief that grandeur could shape the destiny of an empire. Even in ruin, the Colosseum continues to command the world's imagination, a monument to glory, spectacle, and the complex legacy of Rome itself. Rising from the foothills of Mount Song, the Songwe Pagoda stands as one of China's oldest surviving Buddhist towers, an architectural bridge between ancient traditions and the early flowering of Chinese Buddhism. Completed in 523 AD during the Northern Wei dynasty, the pagoda marks a moment where imperial patronage, foreign faith, and local innovation converged in the heartland of early medieval China. Songwe is uniquely 12-sided, forming a graceful, almost rhythmic geometry. Crafted from finely joined brick masonry, the structure ascends in tapering tiers, ringed by 30 ornamental eaves, each layer echoing the wooden architecture that preceded it. These hybrid forms reveal a transitional era, Indian stupa symbolism rendered through Chinese building techniques, resulting in an architectural style not yet bound by later conventions. Inside, a central pillar rises through the core, which is a feature drawn from early Buddhist reliquary design, inviting worshippers into a vertical axis meant to evoke a spiritual ascent. The pagoda's interior chamber once housed sacred texts and relics brought by monks traveling along the Silk Road, linking the temple to the broader Buddhist world that stretched from India to Korea. The Songwe Pagoda belongs to a sacred landscape surrounding the legendary Shaolin monastery. In its early centuries, monks, scholars, and travelers passed beneath its shadow, leaving behind traces of devotion that would shape Chinese Buddhism for centuries. Earthquakes, war, and the weather have tested it for over 1400 years, yet its brick walls remain remarkably intact, a testament to both the skill of the Northern Wei craftsman and the enduring power of religious architecture. Today, the Songwe Pagoda stands quietly among cypress trees and the mountain winds, a solitary guardian of China's early Buddhist heritage. And with those 5 civs, we have covered 45 of the 50 wonders we have in 2025. And I wonder, which one is your favorite? If you have enjoyed this journey through the real-world inspirations behind the AoE2 wonders, give this video a like as it truly helps immensely. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Age of Histories so you don't miss another dive into the structures, leaders and events behind the game we all love. There is so much more to explore, but goodbye for now, and thank you for watching.